You know, one thing that I know that most DTS niggas are always doing, they're always into all the big days of stuff, selling the bodies. Like that's the slave trade. They never think about out the box because when you're in that way, we can call you a lizard. There are so many ways you can do to control people and all that. So it's kind of big things that niggas are not realizing. Like what? The reason why some other guys are not bearing children is that as you look at right here, here's the rectum and the bladder and the prostate. The reason why some other guys are not bearing children is that is the back fucks, like the back fucks, like what? Um, when you fuck a person in the back and the anus, but yeah, some guys are lucky to conceive, right? But there's the tube that's back the bladder, you know? That's when you just ejaculate. That's where we can call it. That's where we can call the semen to pass through the penis. So when you affect this tube at the back, the bladder, because when you touch the S hole, that's where the tube is. Like that's where the line starts there at the back, falling down to the testicles. So that's what I say. Most guys are not doing things well. You know, when you just touching without doing it carefully, like grooming carefully, like swing. But yes, the vibration can affect the line, and this shoe can just blast at any time, and that may make the person to not conceive as a man because the rope of it is used to transport what the semen. That's where it start. Yeah, like I do say, I fear all the guys who are busy on their stuff, but I don't want to be into that because I'm afraid. I don't want to relate into some things that I don't know in the end. Yeah, and I don't want to sign into that because that's a person emotion. If you don't want to get into what other people are just thinking, because some are living well, just gonna play on others. So me, I don't go by that. When you talk about the rope, I'm talking about this thing right here. Okay, talking about this thing right here. Okay, like this monangana a mogala, or this monangana mogala. Ke one o reng gore kore ha wana motho bangwe ba palelwa ke go tshola ebe go dira ke gore motho a itela ele gore kore o itewa gone ka morago. It can happen gore mogalanyana o ne o ko morago yo ka morago ga bladder gore o kgaoge ebe motho a sa tsole. So ga go ntse there's no way of operation when the rope blasted kore e kgaoge ebe yaanong kana kry go ga gona mo ka teng motho o ka buiwa ka morago gore mogala o kgone o siama. So go dingalonyana gore motho a ba ka siama because kana mogala teng ke yo wa bona ga motho a ja mongwe marago gone mogalanyana wa ga wa kgona go kgaoga o no wa dispe. So go borai. But some other guys do got luck ga ba experience dilo tse dintseng. So fela mme the reason why gore ke sa batla go doing eno tse dingwe ke gore I just don't trust gents. most of the time. I don't.
He must be CUC. He says
because of the old fashion of slave transporting, like a slave, like not only blacks were used for slavery, even white. You can be white, but you don't have when you don't have a wise mind, you are not be able to understand some other things, to open your brain, your mind, and yep, it's more crazy because most guys don't understand what I might be talking about. Type to black cash like the slavery, buying and selling. When are you going to respect each other? That when I do get a kid, I don't want them to be sold to nobody else, or I don't want it to sound that way. When are we going to open our brains? Slavery, like if people were wise, there could have been a way of sharing things. Like when we got a big yard, when you do got a big yard, or when you do got a big farm, you have to know that when your soil is fertile, you produce better vegetables and foods. You have to share with other people. For those that their soils are not fertile and they don't have a whatever to supplement all everything, because it's crazy. But yes, sometimes it's tough for you to be wise at the point of your level, right? At the point of your level, because most guys do want to be better than the other. Feel like I want to be rich, I want to be the richest person on earth. Those are the things that a person can think of. But me, I don't want to sign into things that at the end gonna make me getting hurt. I don't know. That's what I fear, Black plague, like black plague games and all that. Like this is the old fashioned of slavery, selling. When are we going to learn? Yes, you can be rich, but there's a little bit when you got 90%, like when you produce 60% of potatoes, yes, at least you can just give away 5% to charity, like to charitable organizations, to help those who are in need. Because not everybody can be able to go to supermarket to buy all those things. That's what I know, and it's much crazy because people are not realizing that. It should be like J, enlightenment, and all everything. It's just that we are too silly. Like most old-fashioned people are blind. Like slavery, selling, and all the painful stuff they're busy on. When I'm just trying to be like, I don't want to sign into none of that. This is what I mean. I don't want stupid things. The reason why some other people are not conceiving is that it's a painful thing that I just know what is caused by, and people are not realizing, right? People are not realizing. I'm not realizing, to be honest. When a parent, like when a child is used young, like when you have sex with a 6-year-old girl, that means there's a high possibility of her when she grow up not being able to bear at the end. So it's a freaky thing, okay? It's a freaky thing that you are not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure. So it's painful, okay? It's not the thing that you can sign for. But now those are just hurting. Okay? I hope everybody get to know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to say no. Okay? And most people who are silly minded, when they see that they have a way up of thinking a way, they're trying to come up with their own ways to destroy what's in your mind, what you have been able, what you are capable of aiming to do as a person. Because every man got every man got he or her own mindset. Because yes, that's what I'm believing. People are influenced. And they see that now. But most people who are good, man, that never sit down to get to listen to each other to know who got a better idea without trying to make the way of when I got my children, when I'm the head of the family, I can listen to my children as teenagers. Like wow, it would be a way for me to listen to their ideas as we get the information from the internet, from from the what magazines, radio, in different ways. There's technology because everything that's said when you are serious sometimes comes from what? From what we know called yes, social relations, social networks, and what getting on your phones, getting on whatever, getting on your books, documents, documentary stuff and all that. So yeah, that's what we have to know.